This is a practice of blessing, and not in a religious sense, just in whatever sense or whatever way that that comes up for you. We're going to look at some words, cultivate some feelings of warmth and well wishing. Just settle into that for a moment. Notice what your response is, even just to that word, blessing. One of the things that science has studied, so it's interesting, we have all these medical labs that do social science, is that blessing and feeling warm and any kind of loving kindness practice towards ourselves or to others is good for ourselves. It's good for our system to cultivate a feeling of this. There's four qualities in yoga philosophy called the four right attitudes. And one of them is this feeling of really genuinely wishing well to other people and to cultivate that feeling well towards ourselves as well. Notice your body, your breath. See what it feels like to consider blessing yourself. And it might have words like, I wish myself well. May I be happy, at peace. And we can hear the words, we can put them up in our mind's eye. I appreciate myself. I honor who I am. And just like any welcoming practice, when we say thank you for rising, I love you, you're welcome to stay, we don't have to mean it, or at least we don't have to mean it wholeheartedly. Part of what we're doing is we're setting an intention or a direction that we're willing to entertain this, that we're willing to cultivate this. And it's also very useful to see where there is resistance. I wish good things for myself. I honor and appreciate myself. You can always tap using the two fingers on your forehead if something is kind of intense and disturbing. Otherwise, just saying the words, seeing them or hearing them, and stay with it. I feel warm towards myself. I truly wish myself happiness. And let your mind focus on a few things that's really good about you. So you can have 100 things that are not as good, but focus on a few that are. Let that take center stage for a bit. And if it feels too awkward, maybe think of what a good friend would say about you. This is what I really like about her or him. She's honest, she's generous, she's whatever that might be. And then narrow it down to one and really let yourself feel that. Let yourself vividly imagine it. Let yourself take it in. And stay connected with your body and with your breath. May I be happy. May I be at peace. May I be blessed. And then let that come to a close. Let it stay, but just be a bit more in the background. And then bring to mind somebody that you love, or it could be any kind of a being. It could be an animal, somebody that you're fairly wholehearted about. There's not a lot of conflict or unresolved things there. And bring them to mind. And really look at that and let them have your blessing. May you be happy and at peace. And if things are coming to mind, you might say something like, may you be blessed for paying attention to me when I was a child, whatever it might be. We're using words like honoring. I feel warmth towards this person. Wholeheartedly wishing them well. And stay in touch with your body, your breath, what's going on in your mind, if this is easy or not. We rarely have a wholehearted relationship with someone, so there might be other things that are coming in, and that's okay too. And then let that come to a close. And in more of a wordless way, come back into your own experience, your own presence, cultivating that feeling of blessing ourselves. And maybe you can only bless a part of yourself. Maybe it's not the whole being at the moment. There might be some resistance to what's going on some deep level. You don't feel like you could bless that part of yourself, and that's fine. Let yourself go as deeply into it in whatever way that it comes for you right now. Send yourself that wish for happiness, for peace, for kindness, compassion. Allow yourself to receive your own blessing. And even as you're in touch with the physical experience of that, there could be a softness, an opening, or there could be a contraction, maybe a bit of each. Stay in touch with your body and your breath, with the thoughts that are in your mind. And if there was any difficulty in this, notice that. Maybe you could even put yourself, just as an experiment, into the position of an elder. If you could have the perfect elder to support you, to see you, to honor you, and maybe you could be that for yourself. You could see your face, the wisdom, the serenity. And what would it be like to be sitting there with somebody who was an elder, who really understands and has compassion, who has a much broader view than we might on a regular day to day basis, a broader, wiser perspective? Notice what that feels like. Notice your body, your breath, thoughts in your mind. And we can come back to any of these at any time. So for now, let that move to the background and tune into your sense of presence, of awareness, of that space in which all of this was coming and going. That's not really bound by time and space the way we are in daily life. That bigger perspective, that bigger sense.